Ooh. You're right, Brandon. This is beautiful. One of the people I met at Grandma's work, his name was Mr. Sasaki. He lived to be 87 years old and said the only regret he ever had was that he never biked the Lumen Rock Canyon. He said that at night, something special would happen. The stones in the canyon would glow so brightly that you didn't even need a light. But he put it off and put it off. And once he finally had the time, his body didn't work anymore. He looked so sad when he told me this. That's when he made me promise to visit my dream place. That's why I had to come here. It wasn't just for me. It was for him, too. So you, spend a lot of time at the old folks' home your grandma works at? Yeah. Well, before Morizora said I had to stay behind at least. I spent a lot of time there. What was it like? There's always someone to talk to. Huh. You want to know something that I learned there, Mr. Saitou? Sure. Old people have done a lot of things because they're very old. Brandon. One lady traveled around the world and saw pyramids and a giant lizard. One guy was famous for a while because he wrote a song that got really popular before I was born. One guy even built real trains. I used to think that doing a lot of stuff like that was what made you happy. Especially if you made a lot of money, or were a boss or a famous person. But I was wrong. Sometimes the happiest old people didn't do anything like that. In fact, the thing that made them so happy was to do nice things for other people. Stuff like washing someone's dishes when they broke their leg, or bringing over soup and playing cards with them if they're sick. Do you want to know what I learned about happiness, Mr. Saitou? The happiest people were the ones who had loved the most. Anyways, thank you for helping me keep my promise, Mr. Saitou. I'll never forget this. I think it's time to go now. I should take the next train back before Grandma gets worried. I'll ride back with you. Really, Mr. Saitou? You mean it? Really. Come on, let's get you to the train station. Do you remember how to get back to the train? Yep, it's right next to Saitou Mart. Let's go! We can stop at Saitou Mart to get some snacks for the trip if you like. Really, Mr. Saitou? Really. Oh my gosh, I love snacks! I have a lot to say. But I want to keep it going before I just totally start word blurbing for a bit. Alright, we need snacks. The ones made with Dumpus cacao is really good. I'm not interested in this. What snacks am I getting? Oh, matcha chocolate chip ice cream in a Saitou cone. Do you have any melon pon? Certainly. In fact, I enjoyed the Decay and Huck's treat truck
tree trunk chunk so much that this melon pan is on the house. I'll throw in some canned coffee too.
Wah!
Melon pan and canned coffee. Oh, we're just getting achievement after achievement here.
I can hear the train!
The train station is right up there. Attention, the train will be arriving shortly. Oh, there's a timer. Maybe if I sneak into the office, Boston will notice how late I am. Mood. I accidentally woke up late. Hey, Saitou, when did you start going to work at the same time as me? Oh. No comment. Attention, rapid Saitou train bound for Morizora's cave is approaching. Please stand behind the safe zone and wait.
Come on, Mr. Saitou! The train is almost here!
Oh, I guessed right. Let's go. I picked the right side.
Trains are cool!
Brandon? A while back, you asked me a weird question.
I ask a lot of weird questions.
Fair, true. That's true. I'm too good. What can I say? I'm too good.
What did I ask you, Mr. Saitou?
You asked me if I was haunted by anything. At the time, I said no. But I lied. The truth is, I'm haunted by a lot of things. Some days I feel like no matter what, I'll never be enough. I won't be able to handle things. I'll never be rid of this empty feeling inside of me. The truth is, at some point it felt like everything around me was unraveling. And I really started believing that there was no place for me here. It was too much for me, Brandon. So, last week, I tried to run away from everything. I tried digging to the center of the world.
Mr. Saitou.
But as luck would have it, I failed. As I was digging, I hit a giant rock. Wouldn't you know it? But if I hadn't hit that rock, I would have actually made it to the center of the world. And then, I never would have been able to come back. I'd never be able to see the Gemstone Caverns, or ride another train. I'd never have met you.
I'm so glad I met you, Mr. Saitou.
Me too, Brandon.
You helped me with so many things. Things I thought I'd never get to do. Maybe someday I can help you with something that's important to you too.
Brandon, you already did. Aww. What was that? It felt like the train hit something.
Mr. Saitou, I think it's time for me to go now.
But we haven't gotten to the next stop yet.
Don't forget me, okay?
Brandon, you're disappearing.
Goodbye, Mr. Saitou.
Brandon, wait!
I'll never forget you. Goodbye, Mr. Saitou.
Mr. Saitou? Mr. Saitou, can you hear me? Mr. Saitou. I have good news. All your tests have come back, and it looks as though you're cleared to leave the hospital today. Oh. Well, Are you okay, Mr. Saitou? Yes. Yes, I'm good. Great. Well then, feel free to get changed and gather your belongings. And don't forget to head down to reception to finish up your paperwork. Okay. This is one magical hospital, isn't it? Brandon? Are you hiding somewhere? You're all set. Remember, if you experience any of the symptoms listed on that sheet, give us a call or come on in. But other than that, you should be good to go. Thanks. Today's a new day, and a beautiful one at that. Get out there and enjoy it for me, okay? Sure thing. A new day. And a new life. Wait! I'm glad I caught you before you left. Is something wrong? No, not at all. It's just that one of our patients was very insistent that we give you this present before you left. He said it took him all afternoon to make it. Get well, Mr. Saitou. Love, Brandon. It's time for the credits! Person who made this game. Laura Shigihara. Again, I'm so sorry for mispronouncing your last name in the first episode. Artist and okay at basic math, Stephen Davis. Eggplant artist that likes drawing, Emi Toyonaga. Coffee. That's how we all ingest coffee, isn't it? Music and noises, Laura Shigihara. Even more art? Emi Toyonaga, Matt Holmberg, Steve Davis, Laura... blah, blah. Insomniac Rep, Disciple X, Laura Shigihara, and Craig Hall. Annoying music, Toby Fox! Yeah, that guy. Minimori Engine by Jason Neufeld? Some cool scripts. Seriab and Seek Soa? I'm so sorry for butchering these. Multiplication, 100 out of 100. You may pass! So much math. Person who organized a bunch of cool translators, testers, and stuff. Kaj Forney. Server cables. And here are all the testers. Average Potato, I love that name. Testing. Real life Brandon. Kindergarten teacher Mike. Oh, Team Good Guys. Aw, he came back! Thank you for playing. And here's some socials for you to follow. Please go follow her. She's an amazing musician and creator. Alrighty, well, not gonna lie, didn't expect that to be the finale episode, but hey, that was the finale episode. Okay, so I have a lot to say, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible without going into full-on rant mode. So, going all the way back to the concert, that concert was so well done. Oh my goodness, the music there was bumping, and I love the art that they used for that and stuff like that. So that was also just like really, really cool. And the Gemstone Caverns conversation like was really nice. And then the train conversation too. I think I mentioned it a couple of times throughout this playthrough. But when I originally started Let's Playing and creating content, I was still a budding university student in my 3rd year. And so my perspectives on life and everything were very, very different than they are now. And this game kind of hit a little bit deeply more now than I think if it were to have come out, say, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Because honestly, and I'm sure I can speak for many office workers out there, or just, desk job folk and just people in general, a lot of what Mr. Saitou said when he was on the train about, feeling just empty on the inside, or things just really feeling overwhelming and stuff like that, trying to make ends meet and trying to be the best that you can be and stuff like that. It's really, really true, and it happens to pretty much everybody, including myself. And I think definitely in the last few years at the time of this upload and recording, we've seen that a lot. The world had a tizzy with the whole global pandemic between 2019 and 2021. And while the sickness may or may not still be there, TBD on whether or not any conspiracy theory is true on that one, who knows at this point, because of all the information that's going around the internet. But I definitely think, we're starting to see that so much happened in just those 2.5, 3 years that now people are just tired. People are just so tired of everything, and just existence becomes more, it says sound emo, but existence really is just pain. That isn't to put a downer on everything. I think there's still a lot of positivity in this world, and it's great that we can interact still with each other over the internet, and being social and going outside again and all that. It's wonderful. # first world problems. But I definitely think from a mental perspective for a lot of folk, it just took so much out of us. There was a period of time I recall too where it was like at the beginning of it, it's just like, oh my god, I have so much energy because I don't have to commute to my day job. I can literally be home for an extra like 2 to 3 hours. And it's like, oh, I had so much energy. I had, gone on a better diet. I started working out. It was like, oh, this is the most wonderful thing ever. And then, everything started kind of going back to normal, and it's just like, oh god, where my energy? I don't have anything anymore to give. Oh god, going back to the office. # first world problems again. But be that as it may, in the context of what Mr. Saitou provides and shows us, is a reality. It's a reality, and so it hit, and it was nice to see in a way. And it was nice to see that, he kind of had a new perspective on life after meeting Brandon and, going through the Gemstone Caverns and all. But with that, all good things must come to an end. So, thank you all very much for watching this Let's Play of Mr. Saitou. I really hope you had a good time, and I don't normally say this throughout the series, but I like to say it kind of at the beginning and the end. If you like what I do, drop me some feedback over in the comments, share it with your friends and family who you may think may enjoy the content. And the question of the day is do y'all want to see me do more Let's Plays again? I know I've kind of stopped doing them in lieu of streaming and doing stuff with Liquid and Guavs and stuff like that, but I'm not entirely opposed to every now and then, bringing out narrations and Let's Plays and stuff like that again. So if you've made it this far and want to see me do more, just drop me a note and I'll strongly consider it. So yeah, that's that. I'm still horrible with endings. Thank you all so much for watching Mr. Saitou, and I hope to see you in our next adventure. Bye-bye, and take care of yourselves.